Hello students, this is a very important topic, or I can say this is a very important question which has been asked several times in your board exam. The question is, explain NAND gate and NOR gate as universal gate. NAND gate, if you remember, these two gates we studied under the heading of derived gate. NAND gate, which is AND followed by NOT, whereas NOR gate, which is OR followed by NOT. These two gates are called as universal gate. Now there is a reason behind that. The NAND gate and NOR gate are called as universal gate. I have written the reason. NAND gate and NOR gate are called as universal gate because using only these gates we can design all the basic fundamental gates. Fundamental gates, that means AND, OR, NOT. So NAND gate and NOR gate are called as universal gate because using only NAND gate we can design AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. Similarly, using only NOR gate we can design AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. So we can design the basic gate by using only these two gates. Therefore it is called as universal gate. So this question will be asked for 4 marks. And the explanation part of this answer for this question will be the statement first why it is called as universal gate, and then we have to draw 6 circuits, 3 basic circuits using NAND, 3 basic circuit using NOR. That will give you 4 marks. So I have already given you the statement why NAND gate and NOR gate are called as universal gate, because using only these gates we can design all the basic fundamental gates. The next part of the answer will be the 6 diagrams which has to be drawn, 3 using NAND gate, 3 using NOR gate. So the first one I'll take as not using NAND. Not using NAND gate. NOT gate is an inverter gate where you give 0 as input, you get 1 as output, and when you give 1 at the input you get 0 at the output. So the truth table for a NOT gate is A, Y, 0, 1, 1, 0. Let us see how we can design not using NAND gate. Now before going to the diagram part, just try to recollect the truth table of NAND gate. So what is the truth table of NAND gate? A, B, Y, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Now in case of NAND logic, what is NAND? AND complement. AND is complement, then you get NAND gate. So what you have to do is you have to apply AND logic, and complement of that you have to write in the last column. So when you AND the logic, AND amounts for multiplication. So 0 into 0, 0, inverse 1, that means complement will be 1. Similarly 1 into 0, 0, inverse 1. 1 into 0, 0, inverse 1. 1 into 1, 1, inverse 0. So this is the output of a NAND gate. Now concentrate your focus on the first and the last condition. When both the inputs are 0, the output is 1. When both the inputs are 1, the output is 0. Now you draw a NAND gate. NAND gate, the D sign indicates and bubble sign indicates NOT operation. So these two are A, B variable, and this is Y. But what we are going to do is, what we have to design, not using NAND. So for that we will connect these two terminals, and we will take only one terminal out. Let that be A and let that be Y. So when A is 0, what happens is both the inputs are 0, and when both the inputs are 0 for a NAND gate, the output will be 1. So the first condition is satisfied. When you give A as 0, output Y will be equal to 1. Similarly, when you give A as 1, when A is 1, both the input becomes 1, and when both the inputs are 1, the output is 0. So when A is 1, output Y is 0. This condition is also satisfied. This indicates that if you take a NAND gate and you connect the two input as 1, name it as A, the output is as Y, the same circuit works as NOT gate. So we can design NOT using NAND. Second, AND using NAND. AND gate using NAND. See how we define NAND gate. NAND is AND followed by NOT. Complement of AND is NAND. So how to design AND using NAND? So if you take a NAND gate and if you recomplement again, or NAND gate is complemented again, what you going to get? AND का complement NAND है, NAND का अगर आपने फिर से complement किया तो what you are going to get? You are going to get AND gate. So that is what we are going to do. AND gate using NAND gate. So what you do is, first you take a NAND gate, the two inputs be A and B, and of course the output here you will get is A dot B whole bar. That will be the equation for a NAND gate, A dot B whole bar. And then as I said, AND का complement NAND का complement अगर आप फिर से करोगे तो what you are going to get is AND. So इसका फिर से complement करेंगे, और complement करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ता है? You have to connect AND gate. And how you get AND gate? This is how you can design NOT gate using NAND gate. So to complement you have to connect a NOT gate which can be designed using a NAND gate. So if you take a NAND gate with two inputs connected, it works as a NOT gate. So this gate will complement this equation. So it will be A dot B double bar, and double complement cancels each other. So what is left is A dot B. And what is A dot B? It is AND gate. So we have designed NOT using NAND. Similarly, we have designed AND using NAND. Now the third one is OR using NAND. Now the equation which we have to get for OR is A plus B. A plus B. This is what you want to get. But this gate has to be designed using NAND gate. For that, we need to understand two theorems which we are going to study in the later topics. The two theorems are A plus B whole bar equals to A bar dot B bar. Similarly, A dot B whole bar equals to A bar plus B bar. This theorem is called as De Morgan's theorem, which is more often than not used in mathematics also. De Morgan's theorem. What we say is complement of sum is equal to product of their individual complements. Similarly, complement of product is equal to sum of their individual complements. This is called as De Morgan's theorem. You have to use De Morgan's theorem for designing or using NAND gate, because NAND logic is different, OR logic is different. You have to convert the logic. De Morgan's theorem is used to convert the logic. So y is equal to A plus B. Of course, we have to convert the logic. To convert the logic, what we do is, on that equation we will apply double bar. Of course, you know double bar cancels each other. So what left is A plus B. That means we have not changed the meaning of this equation. Y is equal to 8 plus B. Now we will use that theorem, De Morgan's theorem, and we will solve only the one bar. So what you get is A plus B whole bar. If this is solved, what you get is, it will be A bar dot B bar. You have to split the bar, split the complement A bar, but the sign will change from plus to dot. So that is what we have done, plus to dot and whole complement. So now we are left with an equation, A bar dot B bar whole bar, and dot means AND logic, and complement of dot is nothing but NAND. So now we can easily design a circuit using NAND gate. So we can design OR using NAND gate. See how it has to be done. First, what you want is A bar. How to get A bar? Every time when we want a complement over a variable, we use NOT gate, but here we cannot use NOT gate. you have to use NAND, which is working as NOT gate. So what you have to do is you have to take a NAND gate and short the two input terminals. So if this is A, of course this is a NOT gate, so it will work as A complement. Similarly, take one more NAND gate, connect the two inputs, this becomes a NOT gate, so this is B and this will be B bar. So you got A bar and B bar, and how this A bar and B bar are connected? A bar and B bar is connected by a dot and a bar sign over it, a complete complement over it. Dot means AND, complement will be AND, complement will be NAND. So it is connected by a NAND gate. So what you get is A bar dot B bar whole bar. And if you solve this equation, what you get is, again using that law, this law, so for example, A dot B whole bar will be A bar plus B bar. So A bar dot B bar will be A double bar plus B double bar. And what is A double bar? Is A, B double bar, B and the plus sign. So this is nothing but your OR gate. So we can design all the basic gates NOT and OR using only NAND gate, and therefore NAND gate is called as universal gate. I hope you have understood. Next, we have to design the three basic gate using NOR gate. So the first one is not using NOR. So first we will write, of course, what is a truth table of a NOT gate? When you give A as 0, you get Y as 1. When you give A as 1, you get Y as 0. Let us see how we can design the same NOT gate using NOR. For that, you have to write the truth table of NOR gate. The possible combination is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Now, for a NOR gate, how we define NOR gate? NOR gate is inverse of OR, and OR amounts for addition. So inverse of addition will give you NOR. So 0 plus 0, 0, inverse 1, 0 plus 1, 1, inverse 0, 1 plus 0, 1, inverse 0, 1 plus 1, or 1 or 1. In OR logic it will be 1, but complement of that will be 0. So this is the output of a NOR gate. Again, you have to focus on the first and the last condition. What you can see, in the first condition, when both the inputs are 0, the output is 1, and when both the inputs are 1, the output is 0. You have to use this condition to design a NOT gate using NOR. So just draw a symbolic representation of a NOR gate first with two inputs. This is the symbolic representation of OR. Bubble sign indicates complement of OR, that is NOR. So this is symbolic representation of NOR gate. What you have to do is, next is connect the two inputs together. Call it as A, this will be Y. Tell me what happens when A is 0. What happens when A is 0? When A is 0, what happens is both the inputs becomes 0. And when both the inputs are 0, what is the output? The output is 1. So the first condition is satisfied. Similarly, when A is equal to 1, when A is 1, both the inputs become 1. When both the input becomes 1, the output Y will be 0. So when you give 0 as input, you get 1 as output, and when you give 1 as input, you get 0 as output. That means NOR can be used as a NOT gate when both the inputs of this NOR gate is connected together. So this is how NOT gate can be designed using NOR gate. Next is OR using NOR. As I said, the definition of NOR gate: inverse of OR is NOR. And what happens if you complement NOR gate? You are going to get OR. OR का complement NOR, NOR का complement करोगे तो वापस you will get OR. So that is what we are going to do here to design OR using NOR. So first you draw a NOR gate. This is A, this is B. The output will be, equation for NOR gate is A plus B whole complement plus के ऊपर complete bar, and then complement this thing again so that you get OR gate. So to complement you have to use NOT gate, but you cannot use NOT gate, but you know how a NOT gate can be designed using NOR gate by connecting the two inputs. So you design one more NOR gate with two inputs connected together. So this will be A plus B double bar, and the double complement will cancel each other. So what left is A plus B, and what is A plus B, which is nothing but OR gate. So this is how OR can be designed using NOR. And the third one is AND using NOR gate. So for AND, the equation will be A dot B. So now you have to change the logic. Again you will use De Morgan's theorem. To change the logic, we will double complement. We will double complement it and solve only the single complement by using De Morgan's theorem. So what will be A dot B whole bar when it is splitted? A dot B whole bar when it is splitted, it will be A bar plus B bar. So what you get is A bar plus B bar, and this upper complement will remain as it is. So now we have converted the same equation into NOR logic, so it can be very easily designed. Now first we have to draw A bar. So how you get A bar? Complement over any variable, you have to use NOT gate. How we have to design a NOT gate using NOR gate? By connecting two inputs of a NOR gate. So you take a NOR gate, connect the two inputs together, and if this is A, this will be A bar. Similarly, one more NOR gate you take, connect the two inputs, if this is B and this is B bar. So of the equation which we want, we got the two variables, and how these two variables are connected? Plus sign, again a complement over it. Plus sign indicates OR operation, complements indicate NOR operation, complement of OR indicates NOR operation. So you have to draw a NOR gate. So this will be A bar plus B bar whole bar. So again split this thing, this will be A double bar plus B double bar cancels each other, it will be A plus B. Sorry, this sign will change when you split this thing, the sign will change to A dot B. So it will be A dot B. And what is A dot B? A dot B is nothing but AND gate. So this is how we can design all the three basic gate using NOR gate. So that is why NAND and NOR gate are called as universal gate. This question is very, very, very important. You make sure that you understand it properly. Hello students. The next topic which we'll try to understand is Boolean laws. Very, very, very important with respect to logic circuits or logic circuit designs. In the first assignment which I gave it to you, I gave you an equation, and what you did is, for that equation you draw the logic circuit, you designed a logic circuit, and you wrote the truth table. In the next assignment, what I'm going to give you is equation, but now you will simplify the equation. And to simplify, or in other words I can say, you reduce the equation. To reduce the equation, it is very important that you understand Boolean laws, because you use Boolean laws to reduce the equation. So that is what we will try to understand. Under the heading of Boolean law, the first law which we will try to understand is called as AND law. Again, under the heading of AND law, there are four: A dot 0, A dot 1, A dot A, and A dot A bar. So under the heading of AND law, this four law has to be understood. So I'll just draw an AND gate. This is A, this is Y, and let this be the other variable. Now what is AND logic? AND logic amounts for multiplication, right? AND logic amounts for multiplication. That is how we remember the AND logic. So now for this condition, for this circuit, let this be the first law, A dot, so the other input be 0. So what happens if A is 0? 0 multiplied by 0, output Y will be 0. What if A becomes 1? 1 multiplied by 0, still the output will be 0. So for an AND gate, if any one of the input becomes 0, it don't care the other input, output will always be 0. So the law is A dot 0 will always be 0. Similarly, now we will go for the next law. What is the next law? A dot 1. So let this input be 1. This is A and this is Y. What happens when A is 0? 0 dot 1, that is 0 multiplied by 1 will be 0. That means whatever you are giving at A, you are getting at Y. Similarly, when A is 1, 1 dot 1, 1 multiplied by 1, the output will be 1. Whatever you are giving at A, same is the output. So when one input of an AND gate is 1, whatever you are going to give at variable A, the same will be the output. So A dot 1, the law says is A. Next, A dot A. So A dot A. Now if A is 0, both the inputs will be 0, output will be 0. And if A is 1, both the inputs will be 1, the output will be 1. So whatever you are giving at A, same will be the output. If it is A is 0, output Y is 0, A is 1, output Y is 1. So A dot A is always A. And A dot A bar, that means if A is 1, A bar will be, of course, the complement of A will be 0. And if A is 0, A bar will be 1. In both the cases, at least one input will be always 0. And for OR logic, if any one of the input is 0, the output will be always 0. So A dot A bar will be always 0. So this is the first 4 law under the heading AND law. The second one is called as OR law. Under the heading OR law, again we will have A, B, C and D, 4 law. A plus 0, A plus 1, A plus A and A plus A bar. These 4 laws has to be understood under the heading of OR law. So now you take an OR gate, and what is OR operation? OR operation amounts for addition except the last condition, but in OR logic 1 plus 1 will be always 1. Plus sign doesn't indicate addition, it indicates OR operation. So that is has to be remembered. Now only in addition 1 plus 1 will be 10. In OR operation 1 plus 1 will be 1. So in the next case, A plus 0, A, this is 0. So if A is 0, 0 plus 0, 0. And if A is 1, 1 plus 0, 1. So whatever you are giving at A, same you are getting at the output. So A plus 0 will be A. Next law, 1. If A is 0, so 0 plus 1, the output will be 1. And if A is 1, 1 plus 1, that is 1 or 1, the output will be 1 again. So whatever be the condition at A, if any one of the input is 1, the output will always be 1. So A plus 1 will be 1. Next, if both the inputs are A, so if you give 0 as input, both the inputs become 0, 0 plus 0, the output will be 0. And if you give 1 at the input, both the inputs become 1, and 1 plus 1 will be, the output will be 1. So whatever be the condition at A, same is the output Y. So A plus A will be always A, and then A plus A bar. See, if A is 0, A bar will be 1, and if A is 1, A bar will be 0. In both the cases, one input at least is 1, and if any one of the input is 1, the output will be 1 always for a OR logic. So A plus A bar will be 1. So these are the next 4 laws under the heading of OR law. Then the third law is called as commutative law. Commutative law. Commutative law allows you to change the position of the variable in an expression. Let us try to write the equation so that you can understand. A dot B can be written as B dot A. Similarly, A plus B can be written as B plus A. So commutative law allows you to change the position of the variable in an expression. The third one is called as, the fourth one is called as associative law. Associative law, just I'll write the equation, you just try to understand. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Of course, left hand side is equal to right hand side. Associative law allows you to group any two variable in an expression. That means if A plus in bracket B plus C is written equal to A plus B plus C, it can be easily verified using the truth table. Similarly, A dot in bracket B dot C is equal to A dot B dot C. Associative law allows you to group any two variable in an expression. Next, fifth one is called as distributive law. This is again a very important law. We will be going to use in several problems. So the first one is A plus in bracket B dot C can be written as A plus B dot A plus C. Similarly, A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus A dot B plus A dot C. These are the two laws under the heading of distributive law. A plus B dot C can be split as A plus B dot A plus C. Similarly, A dot B plus A dot C. So this is the distributive law. And the last one is sixth one. It is called as law of complementation. Law of complementation, where A double bar is A, 0 complement of 0 will be 1, and 1 complement will be 0. So these are the 6 laws using which we will simplify a given equation for designing a simplified logic circuit. So it is very important that you understand all these 6 Boolean laws and remember all these laws so that we can implement in the logic equation. Thank you.